Hello again. Today we are going to continue the last part of diet and exercise. In this lesson, we are going to focus on exercises and how they keep us fit and healthy. Now please open your book, page 128, and write beside the title, Diet and Exercise number 5. Please write beside the title, Diet and Exercise number 5. Actually, in this lesson, we are going to understand how a varied diet and exercise keep us healthy. So, look at this picture. Can you tell me what can you see? What can you see in this picture? Excellent. There is an athlete and he is running. So, he is doing an exercise. So again, here in this picture we have an athlete and he is running and he's doing an exercise. Okay, can you tell me what exercise do you like to do? What is the best exercise you like to do in your life? Actually, for me, I like swimming and running. What about you? Tell your parents, please. So, we have many types of exercise, such as running, walking, swimming, and also karate. So we have many types of exercise. Here we have running, we have athletes, they are running, and here also we have athletes or sporters, they are walking. Here we have an athlete, he is swimming, and here we have 3 athletes, they are making karate. So, in your book, please highlight the types of exercise that we have. 1, running, 2, walking, 3, swimming, and 4, karate. And we have many other types of exercise. But those what they mention in your book. Okay, now you have to know that many people, especially children, have active lives, and this helps them to keep healthy. So, children have active lives, so that helps them to keep healthy. Okay? But as people grow older, they become less active. So, when they are children, so they have an active life. But as people grow older, they become less active. Okay. As we studied before, we say that movement is one of the life processes. So we must move to live. And we have to move to live. So, we must move to live and we have to move to live. And to move, we need energy. So, we get the energy from our food, then we use this energy to live, work, and exercise. Okay, now, in your book, here they wrote that movement is one of the life processes, so we must move to live. And how can we move? We use energy to live, to work, to exercise. So in general, to move, we need energy. Okay? So we get energy from our balanced diet and our food. So it's important to eat a balanced diet, to get energy to do our life processes. Now we have an investigation. This investigation, what happens to our bodies when we exercise. So you can do or you can make this investigation at home. To understand it, let's read the instructions here. Instruction number 1. Before you begin the investigation, sit quietly and relax. So you have to sit down and relax. After feeling relaxed, exercise for 2 or 3 minutes. One of those exercises, walk quickly or jog, run on the spot, or do star jumps. Do one of those exercises for 2 or 3 minutes. As soon as you stop, sit down. Okay. Now, let's complete the sentences after making the exercise. So, what did you find out? Complete the sentences. So, after making the exercise and sit down after that, answer those questions. So, if you want, you can stop the video and until making the exercise, and then you can continue those or complete those sentences. So, what do you think will happen after making this exercise? The first sentence, I am breathing. Your breathing will be fast or slow. Sure, after exercise, you will find that your breathing is fast. So, I'm breathing fast. And also, your heart is beating fast or slow. Sure, your heart beating fast. What about your feeling? I'm feeling. What do you think? You feeling hot or cold? Sure, after making the exercise, you will find that you are feeling hot. So, you will breathe fast and your heart is beating fast and you will feel hot. So, those things happen with you after making the exercise. Okay, now I'm gonna explain why we breathe fast during and after exercise, but you no need to memorize it, only try to understand it with me. Okay, you know that our heart has muscles which pump blood to every part of our body. So, our heart has muscles, okay, which pump blood to every part in our body. And the blood contains energy and oxygen. So, those are the blood cells, and the blood contains oxygen and energy. When we exercise, our body needs more energy. So, when we exercise, our body needs more energy and oxygen. That is why our heart beats faster and more strongly. So, again, our heart has muscles. Those muscles pump blood to every part of our body. And the blood contains energy and oxygen. When we exercise, our body needs more energy and oxygen. And that is why our heart beats faster and more strongly. Now you have to know that how fast the heart beats is called the heart rate. So, how fast the heart beats is called the heart rate. So, here they wrote that how fast the heart beats is called the heart rate. And you have to know also the time it takes for our heart rate to return to normal after exercise is called the recovery rate. So here we have two concepts, heart rate and recovery rate. Heart rate means how fast the heart rate beats. How fast the heart beats. And recovery rate the time it takes for our heart rate to return to normal after exercise. So, to know if we are fit or not, we have to measure our recovery rate. So again, to know if we are fit or not, we have to measure our recovery rate. So after making an exercise, sit down and start timing your heart rate by using timer. When you feel relaxed, stop the timer. So the time it takes, which is in the timer, it's the recovery rate. So the time it takes for our heart rate to return to normal after exercise, we call it recovery rate. So after making exercise, sit down, okay, and start timing your heart rate by using the timer. When you feel relaxed, stop the timer. So this is the recovery rate. So here the recovery rate, 6 minutes for example, and 38 seconds. So recovery rate, the time it takes for our heart rate to return to normal after exercise. Okay? So if you have short recovery rate, so you are fit. So if your recovery rate is short, so you are fit. But if you have a long recovery rate, so you are not fit. So the conclusion, when you are getting fitter, our recovery rate gets shorter. Again, when you are getting fitter, so you are more fit, so our recovery rate gets shorter. Okay? When you are getting fitter, your recovery rate gets shorter. It's important to know that. Okay, now in your book, page 128, we have 5 questions. Let's answer them together. Question number 1. Which group of foods give you energy? We mentioned it before and we say that carbohydrates give us energy. So it's important for athletes to eat carbohydrates to get energy. Question number 2. Name a food that is a carbohydrate. We named many foods, carbohydrates foods, such as pasta, rice, bread, anything you want. Potato, all those are carbohydrates. So please write the answers in your book. Try to answer it with me before answering it. Question 3. Name 2 ways that you can keep healthy and live longer. All the previous 5 lessons, they were talking about diet and exercise. And all the purposes that we want to keep our body fit and healthy. So, name 2 ways that you can keep healthy and live longer. Sure, diet and exercise. So if you eat a balanced diet and you make different exercises, you keep healthy and live longer. Okay, what about the question number 4? What does exercise do to the muscles of our heart? What do you think? What will happen to your heart when you do an exercise? Sure, your heart will be stronger. So the exercise makes the heart stronger. So the answer, it makes them stronger. Them refers to muscles of your heart. So what does exercise do to the muscles of your heart? The exercise makes the muscles stronger. So by using the pronouns, it makes them stronger. Question number 5, the last question. What can we measure to find out how fit we are? We said that the time it takes for our heart rate to return to normal after exercise is called the recovery rate. So the recovery rate used to measure and to find out how fit we are. So we have to measure recovery rate to find out how fit we are. So as we said, if you have a short recovery rate, so you are fit. But if you have long recovery rate, so you are not fit. So please write the answers in your book, page 129, and good luck. Study well. Goodbye.